Hi, this is Okami HD, which I bought a little while ago once it was on sale. Heard only good things. A 3D action-adventure game, kind of like Zelda, with some puzzle solving where you're a wolf. That's basically all I know going on.
Okami.
The drawing aesthetic is interesting so far. I'm really curious how that's gonna tie in apparently to solving puzzles. Kinda had Zelda games on my mind on and off anyway. Mainly like Breath of the Wild, which of course I don't expect anything like Breath of the Wild, but this might scratch the itch. Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. Kind of backseats in regard to puzzles. I probably would prefer more action than puzzles. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on the necks the size of tree trunks, blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. Obviously, it's the hero. Because now I just interject, and he ate something and left. Just to make the story end anticlimactically. Its coat is brilliant and slow is dubbed Shiranui. Wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. I'm not supposed to be taking notes, am I? One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. But why? Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed hero heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into my controller. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, because their names were very similar, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. But what was the wolf doing? It was just, like, hanging around, right? I missed a little bit, I think. It was like acting like a protective spirit, I was getting the impression. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. Oh. Are they just confusing the dragon thing and the wolf? Or I'm reading them together. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Well, we're talking about the dragon now. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Last, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Barring its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Period. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. A wolf and eight-headed dragon fighting. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistened. A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed in crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. This is quite a lot of intro. But I am interested. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but wouldn't you need 8 final blows? But Shiranui refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. Oh, not final blow on the dragon. The majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by the sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamigi. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Probably not just as if. Probably at least was asleep. Peace had returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. And then there was color. Is this the legendary sword? Is it Tsukuyomi? The sword that banished the dreaded Orochi. No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. I'm gonna have to turn this rumble off, my god. It is going crazy. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. Or is this a trick that somehow the sword has the power and he's granting it to him?
Oh, that sounds good! Let's do that!
They're like Ganon. Orochi is resurrected again. And the newest generation wolf is here to save the day. Holy crap, this rumble. The entire world is exploding in my hands. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Okami village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. As the statue comes to life. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. I'm so familiar with it. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. It's delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Cute dog pose. Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. I mean, rest first. It's got a lot of work to do. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Sure. The hell? Shot from above. Yeah, that's a good question. What on earth? You again? And where did you keep that? Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. Name's Ethan. Take control, Hugging Little Warrior. I'll show you how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it, you look just like that statue of Shiranui. I mean, that's probably a good thing to do there. What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? Handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. I mean, just a little, like, you can't see just how handsome you are. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. So many Japanese names. I mean, that's the theme. But how big is the sword? Like centimeter? But yet, with the Japanese name, it sounds grand. What's that growling sound? Well, you were pretty close to his stomach, so maybe that. And why is it so dark anyway? Oh great god, I'm a Turasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. That where the bug was. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. Trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. Hi, Lionheart. Yeah, I've looked up that it is pretty long, but I mean, this was recommended by several people. And I had been on and off in a Zelda mood. And that's what I've heard the game compared to. That's the fruit. The girl that said, if you cut it down, the village will be restored. It's like the forbidden fruit in Eden. But good. But we're probably being lied to by some snake. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, though, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Especially one for 100 years. You know, Link was asleep for 100 years in Breath of the Wild. Okay, so, push the stick in? What's it trying to convey? Tools. I got nothing, basically. This is a controller game, right? That looks like an analog stick. That's a map. There's X. I think I just vomited. As long as I get a bark button. But either it's saying I cannot move the camera. I guess it's saying I cannot move the camera. Where are we? Well, we're probably going to learn about that in here. It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around, except whenever there's a big sign with an X on it. You can change your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? No, I just, need the controls. Might be helpful. Can I just hold that? Hold on! You're hitting too many buttons. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Kind of like saving the game. Let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. Oh good. It's already telling us you might get screwed. That way you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. And to not have to do the story again. B. For now, but now we're not using the B button. Now I gotta use the A button. 20 minutes. 20 minutes of story. Good, we can't run more than just little short bursts. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. It really is Zelda! If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Yeah, I'm worried about that. Press X to bust them with your head. Well, I was hitting the X button, so I kind of canceled out of whatever was said. Nothing like stealing someone's hard-earned money in a flower pot-shaped piggy bank. The right stick controls the camera, but it's backwards of what I want it to be. You push right to... I'm pressing right now. Like, if you want to move to the right... Yeah, I might do that. Hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Ha! Hungry. I need things. I don't know. I want things too. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press A to jump. Yes, that's the tutorial. 23 minutes in. Press A again to do a wall jump. Nice. But make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. Oh, he really sticks. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places. So keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. If I could see the treasure. I'm not quite used to the drawing aesthetic. Looks like that bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Amy? I hope it's not Amy. Listen, Amy. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Right? No, I do like the aesthetic. Not the same old crap. Kind of reminding me of some Nintendo kind of games. I mean, a little bit like cel-shaded stuff. It's stuff that ages a lot better than like old 3D, early 3D especially. Just a little technique I mastered called rejuvenation. One of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one has a power of one of the 13 brush gods. I feel like it's a Paper Mario thing for some reason. I guess it kind of is. Originally all 13 were a single powerful deity. But when the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us. But God or no God, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Well, no one human could, but Wolf. But the Wolf can. Not that it told me how to do it. It just happened. But we can break some more pots. I don't feel like I'm in good control of the Wolf yet. The River of the Heavens. They mean the fabled Stardust River. Well, I sure don't see anything like that around here. Probably under all the fog. Couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Okay. Well, he kind of slows down and then does a little charge and then runs. So it's kind of awkward. So it feels like it ends. Look, he's not going any farther. So here's the puddle. I would think we'd be rejuvenating the river. Where's these options? Probably on the before you load the file. What? Puddle? Haven't gone up here. Right? Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Press start. To get to that menu anyway. Hey look, are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? Yeah, it's definitely a dragon. There's one missing. The dragon-faced one. Guess I'll have to draw the missing star. Ah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press the button to hold the brush, then X to draw. I should spend a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Well, it's no use just sitting around thinking about it. This time the Great Eastern's gonna put everything he has into it. I mean, that dot, it's really feels complicated. So I just, because I drew maybe a little line I did wrong, because it's repeating it. There we go. Ah, why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years, but you were a statue and probably wouldn't have answered. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, god of restoration, eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. You could just be making up anything at once now. It would work. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Apparently so. Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Because I guess you have no other skills. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? It's just, it feels hard to control this dash. Okay, let me look at the options if it's under select. Invert X. I guess you can tinker with the graphics a bit. Yes. Yep. That feels better. Can't tell where it's the edge. I feel like up and down probably makes sense inverted. Alright! Don't say the same thing! We're just gonna need more ink. Oh, I didn't know what you meant by backseats puzzles. We're gonna get heavy direction. Okay, so go in the water. And then, I guess just, like, just put lots of stuff. And hope it works. That looks like river to me. Hey, Relevant. Well, it's my first time playing it, so I'm not completely sure, but it's an action-adventure game. It seems Zelda-inspired. And you paint. And Vizo. What I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing. I'm not holding the brush, is all I can say. Also, can I turn the rumble off? Because, dear God. Enough with that. I mean, rumble was fun in Star Fox 64 when you plugged in a rumble pack to the controller, but, I mean, I don't need the thing flying out of my hands because I feel like an earthquake is happening in there. Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing. It can even swallow up lots of food than what'll we eat. But when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Ah, okay, then I kind of probably want to feed it. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. Won't have to bash things forever. It just feels like there's a delay of how you move. You consumed an orange. Maybe I wanted to put it in my pocket. Orange with sharp citrus taste. Yes, orange. Apple. Nectar-filled sour apple. Hopefully not with worm. Although it may fill the Astral Pouch more if it had a worm. Juicy and fragrant peach. Apparently they fill at different amounts, I guess. It just... I don't have good control of this. I don't feel like it's just unfamiliarity. Although it'll help. I have not in Vizo. Thanks for the follower, Relevant. Read. Fountain of Nagi. I wanted more words in the game, so I wanted to read the sign. Nagi, what's his name doing here? Well, he probably should be honored too. For all that fighting and stuff. Look, puzzle, I solved it. Pots, hidden, secret. Alright, now I'm hitting the wrong direction on the vertical. Dumplings. Sounds more tasty. Doughy balls made from grain. I see how full this thing is. Apparently it said I already had Divine Retribution because I came into this menu before. Eh. Alright, I'm turning the invert the other way too. Just tell the game what it thought was right is wrong, both ways. Yeah, I really like the looks. Like the gate looks really nice. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. That looks very similar to the sword that we saw earlier. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui, which apparently is us, but we have a different name now. Because another spirit inhabited Wolf's body. First the river of the heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. Or probably much other place. Well, if it's in bad shape, shall we hit a button? Draw on it. Make it really... I drew a really big sword. I knew it! You can handle a brush. Now try again. Draw more carefully. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to draw. Is that big enough? That's a big sword. That really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like well, I would say a cane. But that's bad imagination. Am I just... poop? A mouse? A stingray? Well. It isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. This looks quite big, but you're carrying it just fine. Squirrel... fish... thing? Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. And I'm not getting any powers. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Guess we're not breaking the sword. Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. We combat by drawing. I won't believe it till I see it. Hey, cheap out, man. Blech. It's actually pretty cool, because I could have drawn any way. I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. You want to boop, Snoot? Don't watch watching this game? Hey, Furball. I mean, Amaterasu. Ami. Amex. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? Right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Oh no, it's in his ear like a flea. No use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the Power Slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya I was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. I don't remember what that was. But we got a nice arrow. Blah. Which sound effect will be next? What the? Where'd they come from? Feels like we just entered a battle. My god, it feels like Quest 64. I don't even mean that in a bad way. Whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? Well, because we got this circular battle arena. That's what Quest 64 were. But that was turn-based, so. You know that divine instrument you have on your back. Well, press the X button to use its power against them. Okay. Well, I felt like I should try to slash them with the drawing. Okay, I mean, once you've caught them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush. No matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush. Give them a power slash. It's kind of neat. Hey, do it again. You obtained the ink bottle. Bottle full of ink. So we have a limited amount of it. Apparently that really was a battle. They really do make a little arena. Does it have random encounters? Or are they just events? Guess that'll probably answer itself. You know, they could have just put a crappy looking arrow, but this is very, for some reason I'm just noticing the arrow is very vibrant. I don't have to draw that well. Well, apparently I do, because that was kind of missed. Hey, I was careful. But it was just black, it wasn't like black and white. Okay, it didn't work that time. Got lots of money for that. No, I saw it immediately. Just when I mentioned it. So I guess the thing in the upper left is my ink gauge. With like, I guess, 3 little bottles. So, the bash felt totally different in battle. Holy Bone S. Well, we're dogs, so probably want that. Amaterasu's favorite snack. Stores 3 units of solar energy. What is this it's making up now? controls just changed. Okay. I feel like the entire direction I'm going changes very easily when I go to bash. Oh, I'm glad that was the right way. Although it seems to so far prevent me from just leaping off. Well, he just went around the pot. I guess when the bash ends, the run won't break anything. It was unfortunate. I wanted to Spyro it. Another game I thought of coming back to. Metroid Bomb. That feels like an odd comparison. But I guess you're saying that it can uncover secrets. I bet we can get that down now. Village is saved! Because we, picked a fruit. Well, it's kind of got an Ori vibe going on, that sound. Wow, that's very, very green. Takuya came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono. If you know what I mean. Oh, we highly do. But seriously, monsters running around and all. The village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. I feel like a different anime is about to start. We'll call it that. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Oh, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Hi, Rocky. It does. So far, it's got a slow start, but like it all looks great, so it's been easy to get through that. Villages are all like this. Looks like we haven't. Maybe we didn't restore the village. Not again. That's not one of those smaller monsters that are looking about. Or we're like, that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. I'd use the brush, but I'd be scared it actually would cut them in half. I'm pretty sure this is our fault. Okay, I'm definitely fine with follow the arrow time. There's definitely something strange going on. Yes. Zoom out with some button. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's black as night as far as the eye can see. And not a single villager can move a muscle. Is it some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not gonna stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Well, it's still like... Huh? You're not actually trying to draw the sun, are you? You sure you're up to the task? Well, apparently we are being told to try. Yeah, it was more of a moon. How could anybody face the sky, draw a nice round circle, and expect a sun to actually appear? Well, it wasn't really a nice round circle either, so... Smartass. Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. I was pretty sure we're just... Every one of the 13 was just a new shape to draw, but maybe still is. But then how could we do it? Well, we just restored it, so, It'd follow that you had the sunrise technique from the start. The sunrise technique. Are these techniques that all we use once? With it, you could even turn night into day. Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. Wow. Run-of-the-mill god. That's an interesting phrase. The flowing brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician of shape and color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun, and, you know, constellations and such. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now. I guess that's a yes. What? Mr. Orange. White Wolf. Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. Wolf is bored. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Oh, don't need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words. I just state the facts. Clearly ready to defend himself. What's this sudden chill down my spine? Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. You could at least get some more, you know, little quips here, besides Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Denkomaru. Everything has a one-time use name. Stop it. But am I just going to do the same thing? It kind of looked like the others. But, how does this work then? I thought you were supposed to do it after they lost their color. I thought it made sense, and now it doesn't. I don't know how we just restored a pond, but, you know, this just happened. An eagle. Wow, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Well, we were attacked. What do you want us to do? Hey, you got yourself some praise. Oh, look, another commodity, but less Japanese sounding. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that may weaken you. But if you try real hard, your true power might just shine through. But boy, there's sure been a lot of monsters around lately. That just means there's lots and lots of praise to be had. And that Mr. Orange you tossed around up on the sacred deck looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak, people can't see them anymore. So we have a title. I guess we're going to upgrade the title. Anyway, I'll show you around the village. I mean, you've talked this much, why stop? Furball. We're just gonna call him Bug Boy every time he calls us Furball. A feed bag for seeds. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist. It's like X, the things that like X like. That didn't add anything. Why, you little devil, look at this sweet grub you found. Hey, wait, this is animal food. Still, we could save it to give to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. What about this thing we filled to revive us? I haven't seen anything about it in forever. Something good might come out of using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner. But, what the heck? Let's make an exception this, lifetime. And, quests and stuff. Also, I almost forgot, there was something I wanted to tell you. Oh god, please, don't forget something you wanted to tell us! Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the start button to open the fan menu. Immersion gone. Being a fan is a little bit neat, though. There are other things you can do there, too. Fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. Oh yes, menus are always the best part of a game. He's being sarcastic, Green Fuzz. Ink pot. Astral Pouch. Ooh. Oh. Huh? So we have to hit the line if we want to do a thing. Oh, so this is like experience points, basically, and we can level up one of these parts, but it costs that much, and we have to have that much. Hey, Fanatic. So far, enjoying it. Lots of talking. Like how it's inject. I was hitting right, actually. Alright, that still doesn't tell me how full it is, so I can just jump in. I was worried about the notification, like I was an alert. I was getting hurt. Spirit Globe S. Humanity's faith made solid. Restores a little solar energy. I still don't really know what solar energy is, but is that? Is that? No, that's praise. Who the hell knows? Solar energy is health. Feed. What, bird? Wasn't oh. Sure. Oh my god, it's a whole thing. It's like every animal needs fed. Right, is it waiting for me? I guess I won't skip it. Not yet. But how many times are we rotating? It's long-winded. Just how long does it stay that way? Okay, I'm skipping now. Well, we got some praise for feeding the bird. Definitely needed that cutscene. Like, if we were actually gonna feed the bird, then I missed it. Why couldn't it just do that? I wanted to make sure I didn't hit the wrong button. feel it. I sense it. Foul beasts dwell in this place. Concentrate. Look hard. You see right behind you now. There is evil. I still don't know what I'm doing. So there seems like there's some whole combo thing going on. Humans are not witness to such battles, but I saw it. So what are you? The fighting went on for exactly 18 seconds. Okay. So, is this a test? I think I counted the time while I was paused with the brush. Yeah, that felt longer. But the enemy was like stunned and I couldn't damage it, and then it came back. Okay. Okay, like, I don't know what this will do. They seem okay with it. So... like we're gonna carry him. So far it didn't seem like it was attacking them any. Where are we going? Someone keeps messing up my crops, going around digging holes with Y. It makes me mad. Please don't press the Y button at all. You basically told me to do it. It sure looks like a weak little bugger. You think you could beat my dog? Oh, we're dog fighting now. It's now Pokemon. There's this field my mom attends to, you see? Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row, even though my mama was chasing him around trying to slug him. There are actually 10 turnips in that field. Hayabusa's fixing to get all 10. Well, we're being challenged to turnip. Kind of hard to tell how close she is. Because the camera isn't really that helpful. Well, it doesn't say how. Or LB long ago. There we go. So she just goes back to the middle after a little while. Then you run too fast and I can't go. Can't dig. I mean, she's gotta get tired. No need risking it at the end. Come here, stupid. Don't freaking get punched now. Get it. What? That's not the white button. It's the Super Nintendo white button. Well, where are we giving it to the kid? That's the oddly shaped turnip Hayabusa and I've been looking for. Somehow it was last. That means you've broken Hayabusa's record by digging up all 10 turnips. Gosh darn it. Now we're probably gonna time you. Yeah, now I'm gonna get 11 even though there aren't 11. I guess these are our Breath of the Wild shrines. What? This must be where she ages the sake. Smells good, doesn't it? Well, sure. What? You just get thing. Seems to auto refill. Okay. But then getting more of it from drops seems silly. Unless we get a whole lot more. That's how full it is. Sweet and juicy fruity treat. Bill's pouch. More than a little bit, because it didn't say a little bit. Just apparently cut everything. His mama catches you snacking. She'll clobber you good. Well, I mean, as good as last time, probably. Ah. Oh, it doesn't break like Zelda. The greatest hole digger in Kamiki. Oh, well, thank God that someone has that title. Does this, like, refill? It does. It doesn't instantly come back, does it? A white wolf, now that's a rare sight. Did you come down from the mountains just to play with us? Well, you'd better be careful, dear. Lately some monsters have been attacking the villagers. Do you even know who you're talking to, Grandma? This here is Shiranui Reborn. The wolf and I have it covered. Those monsters are history. Well, if it isn't Isun, apparently you've heard of the great Isun. And riding a wolf, are we? This one certainly can he really ride anything? Just barely just attaches to anything. This one certainly resembles Shiranui, especially the nose. Well, I better get back to my work. Looks important. Singing though. Nothing? It's very Paper Mario-like. Nice to give some visual hints of where things are. What a fine-looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Working in the fields again, are you? Isun, are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. But I have to manage the harvest all on my own. Hard work. Maybe I should have Susano give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. I mean, if that's all you did do for a year, I'd chat too. Why, Amy, I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk to because you'll see a triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say, even though just saying that would be too easy. It might even be valuable information sometimes. Maybe. About 3% of the time. They may just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Well, it's Amy. It isn't Amy. Amaterasu. So, I don't know. Goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. Always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant of our legendary Hiranagi. And he loves his sake too. Calvin pops around here to buy it. Go talk to person like you talked to me. Different house. Rice balls. Balls of rice wrapped in seaweed. Bale of rice. If whenever a rice ball is not enough, have a bale of it. Eat the straw too. It helps. Probably gives you better fur. Huh. Can I just like? Bleh? Have just a blotch of goop. Yeah, I can't see the whole thing, or I'd like draw an actual like line. So seems I can't do anything with it. But it's been a little bit picky. Considering I'm drawing with a stick. Oh yeah, I can see the whole thing out here. Let's look over here. Cool, that was what I wanted. The mill's been mended? Who on earth did that? I'd completely given up on the idea of making my sake. But you were getting rice, so I guess you didn't give up yet. You were already started. Well, don't hurry too much. Was she sinking in the ground? There's like something else to do with that. I guess so. Alright, so let's walk over there again. My drawing pole is gone. She's missing something that should be there, is she? Well, we'd better just rejuvenate it, furball. Here? Like this? Well, if I knew where the pole was supposed to go... Well, that's a big stick, you could say. Okay. There's 3 trees. I mean, that'd be a really... Oh. I am solving this puzzle way too big. How about just here? She doesn't have that much laundry. I mean, she could have been doing the whole village's laundry. Well, it faded out. Huh. Let me chop it twice before. Seems a little more autumny. A little more dusky. Got more arrows. Well, we better look at the arrows. That was the sign of life. I'm just curious. Does it shrink? Alright, it's shrinking. I guess if we stay in there too long, we'd lose a hit point. Looks like we have 3. Well, I'm glad I was able to hang my laundry, but I have like 12 other things that are wrong that you can fix. Maybe the sun doesn't like all those monsters that are lurking about. If only it would shine closer. My laundry would be dry in a second. Oh yes, let's bring the sun closer to the earth because my clothes are still wet. Hi, BC Panda. Well, I don't know. We're just gonna draw another one. Let's make 7 of them. My word, the sun is suddenly drawn so close, and now the planet will basically explode. First my pole, and now this. Will the miracles never cease? Yeah, those were about equivalent. A stick appeared, and a sun. Maybe I ought to make some cherry cakes to offer to the sun. Well, the sun probably, you know, would find that tasty. Come back if you want some too. Snowball. Well, it's better than furball. You know, she's got a little creativity more than the bug. No one makes better cherry cakes. They're mouth-watering good. I think I needed 50 for at least one of the things. I think one of them was cheaper. But I don't really know what I want yet, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay, this has been glowing, so we're standing on here. Ah. Absolutely save. Yes, please. It's been an hour longer than that. And I still don't feel like I've done anything yet. I've learned things.
Hey! Listen!
Yes, exactly. Need 2 more cookies. How are you? She's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susano. He goes around claiming to be a descendant of Nagi. He's famous around here for his lineage. But he's awful lazy and too off the wall to be a descendant of a legendary hero. I didn't even follow. I just read it. I'm just gonna draw. Something will happen. Apparently it did. Looks like an etching of that Kushi girl. Wonder if this guy actually trains at all. We just hide a shrine and do whatever we want in here. Is it just me or can you hear snoring from underneath this jug? Well, don't cut too haphazardly. Oh, really? Like I was like climbing on it, you just fell in. Listen to snoring. I am the greatest. Heard that before. Okay, we have no more triangles. Like, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Seems not. Oh, Kushi, let's? Maybe we should leave. All I see is a black screen. I don't know about that. Did you hear it? I haven't noticed that when watching Twitch streams on my phone anyway. Unless it's like in an ad. And the ad is broke. That could be the case. Then it may be good you see a black screen. But if you hear the stream, then I guess we'll find out if you respond. Try to interact with the sword. Oh, you can't cut this huge rock. Huh, that is strange. Anyone else watching on mobile? Odd. We needed to cut the entire tree down for 1 apple. So goopy. Only works horizontally. Kinda weird. Well, I found this, but I don't know what I cut. I figured it's gotta have some detection of what I'm drawing. Pure white spherical vegetable. Stream is only available. Yeah, Twitch's encoding is certainly one negative compared to YouTube, because YouTube transcodes everything into, you know, lower resolutions, but Twitch you pretty much have to watch in the source quality, which I've always done 1080-60. The can hurt for people with lower bandwidth. I don't know about mobile though, but partners get priority transcoding. Not everybody. This is weird, my mind really wants to shift this rock, but my body won't cooperate. Like I'm made of lead. Could this be a case of demonic possession? I sure hope not. Okay. Okay. Alright. So if it only works horizontal, that could explain some of this not working. Kind of wanted me to do that before, didn't it? I don't know what I'm doing. Well, that cut. You consumed ginseng. You feel smarter already. All these descriptions, but they all do the same thing. I almost didn't realize an enemy was still there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with the drawing in battle. That's a lot of praise. Must have been the guitars. Every enemy works a little differently with that, apparently. You suddenly started glowing. That means your divine attributes can be enhanced. Well, you should look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a stab at enhancing your divine attributes together by force. I'm gonna open the fan menu. You'll see. I know how to do this. I already looked. Are you gonna force me to pick one? Okay, so handy pouch for holding coins. So we have a maximum. Well, we're not there yet. Almost midnight. Well, glad to see you anyway. But yeah, I've been having to work early for a while. Not terribly early, at least. Saves Amaterasu from death if full. But never been full yet. So I don't know if that just means it fills faster or I get more pouches. Displays the amount of ink on hand. Do we get another indicator of display? It's just an odd description. It's like, actually holds the ink that you can use. And solar energy. I mean, solar energy seems the obvious, but I don't think I've even gotten hit yet. Like, I feel like the pouch... I mean, I don't know how valuable money is at all, so I'm assuming I can just hold this stuff. Because it's, you know, a big gauge and it's not full. Hey, wait a sec. You don't want to enhance your attributes. Oh, I know. I bet you're trying to save your praise for next time. Boy, you really like to think ahead, don't you? I do. Prudent. Well, I suppose that's a valid strategy too. Save it and never use it. Just like items in RPGs. Oh, I almost forgot. We better check in on that dude. The sleeping one? Or, no, the one we were talking to when we fought a battle. The bonus bosses after the end of the game. Who went and blocked the only path out of here anyway? There's no way I can get back to the city now. Hey pup, your owner lives here in the village, right? Yes, my owner. So you must know that guy Susano. Can you get him to come here? They say he's the descendant of the legendary hero Nagi. If someone can do something about this rock, it's him. That's strange, this boulder wasn't here before. Okay, did he have things? Hey, Phoenix. My first time playing it. It's been a slow start, but it's been really cool. Yeah, that's what I'm doing so far. Seeing when I feel I need something. Alright, well, it's got an arrow again. Tackle. Disappeared. Sometimes it lets me fast forward the text and sometimes it doesn't. You know, sleeping is kind of like meditating. I like how he called himself the greatest warrior, but his official title is the Great Warrior. The not greatest, but an okay amount of great. Do even the beasts know of my great exploits now? Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. I mean, he's asleep underground. He hasn't made a great first impression. Especially if he's laying down again. Get a load of this guy. All brawn and no brains. I haven't even seen brawn yet. You snuck in here again? Did you fall asleep for that 10 seconds? Quit bugging me, you bug. Bug. I told you, don't call me a bug. When did you tell him that? You told the lady that. What will the neighbors think? Okay. Think we care about that? That's pretty ridiculous. I was gonna say, how are you getting out of the hole? The magic of teleportation. That's pretty silly. I want to throw him. You're going to make us fight now. Touhin Boku, yes, another uniquely named sword. Hold on a minute. You're the legendary Susanoo. Yup. The greatest warrior ever lived in my house. By the way, never interrupt warriors engaged in battle. We didn't start. Why don't you fight this rock? It's more of your intellect level. Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? Oh, well, when you put it that way. Really? Great. Now prove it. Wait, a boulder of this size is not very easy, even for me. This will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my sword. That sounds like the perfect tool for a boulder. Maybe if you use it as a lever. I shall retire to the training grounds to make preparations to meditate about the rock. Sure, he's not just running away. Period. I've never seen the guy train seriously, ever. Well, I guess time to bring him back or something. Training grounds? Where the hell is that? A boulder of that size? I don't care if I'm of a legendary bloodline, it's just too big. Obviously sit down and drink. I mean, the other lady told us to bring him there, right? That's it for today, I'll just have to train tomorrow. Why, there's so many days. It's too much work to even pick one. Well, he's done. Hopefully she's in here. Vista of the Gods. It just... It didn't e the wolf didn't even move his mouth at all. Like, I'll just shove that sword in there. Don't get it wet. Like, wake up, you fool. I'll even help you drink. Fido, huh? We're getting different names. Now, if it's a Vista, you drink it, you start to see things. Oh god, these, like, analogies or anecdotes or whatever the hell are... I'm done with them already. Nagi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. Obviously. Does your regular routine involve, like, falling over? Okay, so he sucks and we're doing his work for him. You shall not get off so easy next time, dummy. Nice. Wow, you're so great! I can't believe it! How have you been contained in this small village for so long? Exploding implosion. Wow! They're so powerful this tree came down with it. Yeah, don't worry about how this happened. Just do the boulder before whatever you had stopped. Wow. Pretty much, why didn't it just let me do it? But we wouldn't have had the story. Wow, I didn't think you could do it, Pops. No, me either. Hey, honesty. I mean, of course I could. Never mind. Blah, 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 etc. Someone like you'd have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well, let me up the stakes here a little bit. Now you can fight things with an IQ of 1. You see following us everywhere. Oh god. He shouldn't get all puffed up, he's nothing without us. Like, oh good, we have to go save his ass now. And we just got to see hers. What timing. That's where the bug was! Yeah, when things get sliced, they clearly fade away. That's how the world works. Yeah, so did we get a reward or something, lady? Like a trip in your gown again. You didn't do anything. Stop calling me a bug. Oh yeah, what punishment? My word. Oh, relax, lady. Furballs here is more comfy anyway. Oh yeah, let's make her. Try to make her jealous. That'll work. But she said she has no power, but she's protecting everything. Guardian saplings. There's another flowery thing. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. But it's okay, it'll only consume itself as we progress the game. I'm sure it'll wait for us. I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. Alright. Is it somewhat open-ended, even though one seems clearly closer than another? Hint, hint. Please do it. That was a good reward, getting tasks. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, I've never heard that before. He's moving side to side, but yet he's still jumping on it without falling off. You get all the techniques, and I'll steal and learn them and take all the credit. Yeah, that works. Rough. Alright, we finally get to leave this place. Ah, stuff. Yes, sell stuff to a dog. Oh my god, this menu. That feels like it doesn't fit. Feed bag. But it only has one thing in it. I don't even know why we fed the things. We got some praise for it, though. So I guess it's sort of a way to convert money to praise. Karmic backslash. Temporarily deflect enemy attacks. Slightly damages nearby enemies. Temporarily increases attack power. So I'm worried that's one-time use. I mean, these clearly are one-time use, but I mean, this slip. I wouldn't think that would be temporary. I got one of those. Refill health. Should at least get another. They're all one-time use, but very helpful. Well, seems like a lot of money. We only fight so many things, though, I guess. But, clearly want some of these. Looks like we can hold however many we want. Pretty much. But, I don't know about these. Yeah, I mean, it's out of 99. These at least give me praise, which is permanent. I was just gonna get 2 of each. I was honestly thinking that. So, screw the other thing, which feels a little less useful. Now I have $1,000 left. Defense could be good. We'll save that one. Fish. Wow, that's an interesting buzzer. Half price? Yeah, battles seem to give quite a bit. Okay, throw another save down real quick. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink real quick, and then we'll venture out into the world. Yes. Yes, I was muted. We're back now. Just you saying usually means you've played this too much. This here is Shinshu Field, the most beautiful field in Nippon. Well, it's a good thing we started at the best, prettiest one. The used to be prettiest one. Ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. Can you skip all this dialogue then if you play it again? You can look at the map by holding down left trigger. Cool, we can still move with it too. There seems to be no reason not to power slash like everything. I guess it only counts if I'm actually effective at it. Kind of refills quick though. What did it do? So is it an enemy? Well, I guess if you have more, it refills slower. It could fall over at any minute, especially if we get there. Places where evil has taken hold, luring monsters from far and wide, are known as cursed zones. And then we'll fight monsters, and then there'll be uncursed zones. Yeah, that's a good question, because I'm about to cut it down. Clearly not doing this right. Or am, I don't know. Did I pick up the Fang thing? Do we want to run into it? Ooh, wow. That's a cool filter. Holy cow, this is bad! It looked like your regular old curse zone from back there, but the evil here is far worse close up. It would curse a normal person in a flash. I'm afraid it might even rob you of your power. Oh, like we get damaged. We wait too long. So does hitting an outside of battle do good things? But I went into battle before I could get over there. I don't know why it dropped it all. Move, I want to see if the items are still there, but they're not. That was in that slow motion animation. Oh, I've noticed, well, like before the other enemy went like colorless and it said to do it. I didn't see anything pop out that time. Hit both. I mean, it's... Sometimes if there's items, it's hard to see. So far, it seems like the enemies don't come back. I don't know if they would if we reloaded the area yet. Yeah. Went, there's one bigger enemy. So we pretty much just get money for enemies. Not praise, that's only from, I guess, task kind of things. Collecting the ink is weird. Well, I've been trying to do it when they... I don't know what the hell you think I'm doing. I see them when they freeze like this. And then there's now. Okay. I've been trying it anytime they've seemed different. Okay. That's interesting, I guess. Maybe every enemy has a different thing going on. At every bush, because it clearly doesn't matter. Do now. I was out here chopping wood and communicating with nature, or communing with nature as usual. Similar. I heard a loud rumbling like an earthquake from the lake, and a huge gust of wind blew up out of nowhere. Good night, little warrior. I don't know what happened next, but when I came to, it was like this. I noticed a figure running from the lake toward Kamiki. Whoever it was, man, I hope Mother Earth kept them safe, dude. We got a ladder. Doesn't seem like we can get up there, though. Won't let me wall jump either. Haven't needed that for a while. Brother even told me about it. There we go. Guess we'll just snap up here. Alright, so they've respawned so we can get more money. Like a portal. Alright, so there were two. Felt like the other one was closer, and it probably was. Bottom over here. Sounded a little Lost Woodsy. These just don't seem to matter most of the time. Traveler's Charm. Protects traveler from danger. Okay. Equipment, I guess? Guess equipments are only weapons? I like how it's... You're unable to change it. We only have one weapon for now. I got one thing down there. Guess we're collecting them or something. Your Goddard level is already maxed out. Swirly symbol. Well, I don't know what that corresponds to. Unless that's the solar energy has Godhead levels. Very weird terminology. Where? Hasn't been clear where that is. Oh god. From a tackle, you can initiate a dash with the left stick. You can jump over things. Okay, this was all the stuff in the first bit. It didn't really say all that much. We're exercising them. Ouch, foul beast. Well then, why do we have an item to restore it? Is that backwards? Oh, sorry, it's Dark Souls. Okay. There's 2 sparrows in the universe, maybe, that I can reach? 1 out of 2. Okay, 2 pages of animals. God, is that like... It's gonna be like finding a Skulltulus, isn't it? So I guess the Fang is random? Or do we get 1, like, per enemy type? So I've always thought of, like, RPGs and how experience systems work. It always kind of drives me a bit crazy that enemies give you this, you know, exponential curve of experience points. It feels like I've always kind of wanted a system where you kind of get rewarded for like mastering each kind of enemy, and that once you've fought a certain number of them or something, it's not worth fighting them anymore. Just an idea. I thought I was doing it during the slowdown. Then, oh. Has to be the last one, so there's a... So, I thought the slowdown was when it was in mid-dying. Well, then, it didn't appear. Because I did it while it was slowing down. Like, it's like an extra, because it seems like it's an extra blow after you kill them if you want the Fang, but, well, apparently the game hasn't told me about it yet. Oh, why would I do that? Ow. I threw some fruit at us! Hit its fruit back there. Jeez. Playing baseball. At least we can pause pretty rapidly. Can't I beat it up? Like, it hit me, but I didn't see, like, a changed health on the screen. Or if it just stunned. No. Mechanics that don't get explained. I don't know terribly what I really think of those kind of things. Usually I'd say a game should explain everything, at least even in some subtle way. Subtle ways are the best. I mean, you just told me where to hit. Already dead, right? Okay. Kinda confused. I don't really know what it's doing to attack me. Oh, did it finally hit me? I don't even think it did. I mean, this doesn't seem to do anything. Well, there's one. Time. That looks sad. What are you doing? Well, he ran a bit far. Stuck by another rock. Oh, your secret training ground. It's the perfect place to hide. I mean, sleep. I mean, train. I mean, meditate. This is my secret training ground, right here. Be sure to leave, even though you could just not say it was. I know there's a way through around here somewhere. That's why I'm trying to push it. I bet I know what I'm gonna draw. It's said that a crystal sphere that makes trees grow is enshrined somewhere around here. I'd say the rumor must be true. Still, something's not right. Don't you think there's something missing from this painting? Nah, it looks fine. Is it saying HD whenever the sun gets drawn? I'm pretty sure it's like that's what I've seen myself visually each time, just because it's the Okami logo. Well, let's go train with him so we can help. It looks like a toilet. You must have an extra secret room. I bet that little thing on the screen that's wiggling might be a sacred tree. But I don't have water skill. I can cut it though. Sakrias? You smell sake? We're going to water it with sake. That wall painting had a huge, magnificent tree in it. See painting. See light. See sapling. See tree. Shall we reproduce? Maybe the monster's evil is keeping its power at bay. Wow, look, a wind. Wind in the shape of a circle. No, maybe the monster's power has nothing to do with it. The wind in the circle was a nice touch. It may have just been wind and accidental, but it certainly felt like a hint. If it needed any more. I know this room's hiding some kind of secret. Like, what happens when you flush? What's up with this puddle? Looks pretty chintzy for what's supposed to be a grand altar. But there used to be something on here. Do we need to draw it again? Haven't heard chintzy before. I bet something will happen if we can just get this right. Huh. What do you mean? It drew it, didn't it? Okay. So, like, can we move the tree? Kinda got the little one, and it's got a big one. No, it's the monster's evil again. Okay. Didn't come from here, did I? Nope. Boss might be ahead, because there's a save point. A bear on a ball. We found the circus. Which one roared, though? That doesn't seem like Foul Beast. Susano style Susano. Alright. Definitely need to cut torches down. That's how you kill bears. Show that bear who's boss. We just need to assert our dominance, and then the bear will be like, oh my god. Whatever you want, sir. Maybe the ball? Hopefully. Or not. Just a light slap. Okay. Seemed very, 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 very pleased. He was gonna keep going forever if I never hit the button. Bear is very concerned. Rest in peace. Yes. That's the end of the fight. We did it. Beast felled. Okay. I hope you deal with it as good as this one. Ball. Pick up the ball. Crystal sphere is filled with leaves. Alright! Oh, I thought that was the sapling, but it's a ball. Oh, I can push it. I'd much rather pick it up instead of roll it. We can't like bat it. Hope it pushes really easy. At least the big curved wall is here to help. Wow, it fits right there. Okay, I'll draw the circle. Stop it. We solved the puzzle a bit ago. Well, we had that bear boss fight, though. Oh. Well, I guess that is up to the other people. Oh my god. I mean, they're all similarly to us, but different animals. Origin of all that is good and mother to us all. One of the triumvirate of flora gods. God, I hope I said that right. Known as the Hanagami. I'm waiting to do some origami. Green sprout. I'm sure not enough words that I'm gonna remember. I mean, they're all Japanese words or names. Then I'm not going to. Especially when it's just a word in context. Like triumvirate. Apparently the bloom brush technique can make flowers blossom simply by drawing a circle on a withered tree. Maybe trio is short for that. That would make sense. Maybe it'll make the withered guardian saplings blossom too. Maybe we should try it out. If only there was something on the screen giving us a hint that we should try. How about a big circle? Whoosh. You know, you just put pink leaves on the dead tree. Wow, the entire place is rejuvenated. And we've been praised. To 99. What about that withered guardian sapling outside? Well, it looks like I had to come here first. Leap before you think, right? It's close enough. Huh. Feels like I should be on there for a reason. Like, for a great fairy fountain to appear. Guess there's no way to warp unless this is a shortcut. And this was the way in, though. Wasn't that big, though. Oh, still enemies. So we've got two of them. Couldn't tell, did it hit me again? Thought if I was behind it, it wouldn't. Wonder if I try a different thing. Maybe black means ineffective and you can't do it again for a while. Confused. Yay! Tree bonus. Is this a different area? Because I've pretty much felt like the same area before. Can we feed them? Oh no. Herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals. Can you pick wrong? I mean, you can pick wrong, but do we get the item back? I'd imagine it doesn't I don't know. Pigs eat slop. At least that's what they're fed. It just won't work? I guess we'll find out. Okay. Okay. That's good then. A pig eats seeds? And, no, I'm not watching that. I rotated a full time and a half before. It was just a playful bite. I had to look at the painting once more before we left. That creepy old tree just won't give up. Maybe you could hit its fruit or back at it, and then you could use bloom to get rid of the evil. Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. Now. Wow, look, it's an apple tree. And I have the apples. I cut the tree down. That's just wrong. Okay, it's dirty, so... Wow. Okay. I don't know if I'd eat that. You know, we could ungloomify this. Just fill it with your brush. I mean, fill. I mean, I can circle it. Better than that. I mean, it's bigger, maybe? Guess that was it. Or not. I mean, it said fill. Don't think that's gonna do anything. Or it does. I don't think fill was a command I got yet. How come this didn't appear immediately when I unlocked them before? Poke holes in the ground with dots. Ink becomes as a seed, and trees sprout forth, confounding foes. The life force in this vegetation emits is the bane of evil. Finding tips isn't a bad thing. It's an ancient record of a pilgrimage across this land of the prior wolf. If this were the real thing, it'd normally be worth a fortune, but with all the copies out there, you probably won't get much for it. Yes, you're just being preachy now. Thing's still not full of food. Usually those haven't given anything, so... No. That tree came back. Climbed the wall. Well, there's the black goo is... weird. Can't like wall jump onto the same wall. Or it, if anything, I mean, this was a kind of... Oh, over there. I mean, it seemed like it was guarding something. Voluntary circle. Could jump, but I don't know about that. The camera kind of cut over to there intentionally. Doesn't seem like it did. Sky is very interesting compared to everything else. Like, I guess we can just try to draw a circle. The obvious thing to do. But what will it do? Go up there? So just because it works doesn't mean it does something. I mean, if I look up, I can't see that coming from somewhere. Dig. Forgot digging was a thing. How about now? Light. Work. Alright, well. Bloom then. Okay. Well, I got praise from a 4-leaf clover. And I can't jump off. Alright, well I see nothing for the sun to do. Platinum games, huh? Like the Bayonetta series and stuff. I'm pretty sure I haven't played any of those by Platinum. I don't know if I've played any games by them. Probably have. Maybe. Oh, they did. No, they did that. Oh, well, you picked probably the best example. Trying to get the items before maybe they faded away. Bayonetta is the only one I've remembered that name from. I guess, like Astral Chain. Supposed to be a little Bayonetta-like. I think too. Praise everywhere. Alright. We'll jump over from here. Press Y to dig holes. This simple act has great depth because it's a hole. Spots that appear empty may emit light in the darkness. Dig there. That is not the only advantage of digging holes. A green glow with vegetations. Okay. We saw the light, but maybe that was the glow then, because we saw the clover. Okay. If only there was somewhere I could practice this. Right nearby. You know, I don't know that I call 5 much. Seems like it. All right. Pretty pleasant place. Happened to see that. Since now I know to look for it. If you ever forget what to do next, press start and look at the logbook. Okay, next tree. Blah, 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 blah. No, that wouldn't make any sense that he would do anything. Make sure you can talk again. Doesn't seem like a wall that had something up there. Very tall. And we're not Link. What? Right. I don't know that I want to try seeing how far I can go yet. Let's head a little more directly toward the tree. For some reason, I'm wanting to draw a pole between them. Alright. Certainly seems like a low amount of effort for a tree. Sort of giving me the vibe of finding a tower in Breath of the Wild. Even though you just get a map then. Yeah, it's extremely pretty. It did look a little bit more like it was a movie than in-game graphics. At least I thought I saw some compression. Look, there's a thing over there. That's Sakuya's tree, isn't it? Most importantly, a treasure appeared. Fleeing battle. I kind of wish you could just open it right away. The demon's grudges may take form what is known as a demon scroll. Physically contacting these scrolls draws you into a demonic realm. You'll doubtless find yourself under attack shortly thereafter. Battles can be desperate affairs, often you may wish to avoid them. If you can find a crack in the demonic realm's border, you can attack it, breach the border, and make your escape. Alright. Not just any edge. Like Quest 64. Over them from the ground and strike them from behind. I did hit them from behind once. Okay. All imp with mask. Yeah, that was some good text. I'm glad I read that again. Alright, well I don't know how much is out here. There's a lot of places we could go. And this might be a good time to stop for now. No, I would like to save. I like it. I do like it quite a bit. It definitely feels a lot different than other stuff I've been doing. Oh well, there's light, so I better freaking dig on a rock, because that'll work. Oh, interesting. I was right. It's really weird, there's a line right there. And it moves. Based on my angle. Yeah, that was a big tutorial. That makes sense. Could have done it a little quicker, but it's probably better not to. Gives the game tons of atmosphere. So, the tutorial being over makes sense to be a good place to stop for now. So yeah, we will continue with this later.